Grave Reviews, this is Chris.
Have you tracked the children?
There's no children here. It's not safe for them.
This is Alan, and Chris is right. Grave Reviews is intended for mature audiences. Your discretion is advised. Grave Reviews presents Thursday Night Frights.
Don't know what happened there, but hello, everybody. Oh, how are you doing tonight, Mr. Chris?
I'm doing good. Glad to be back. Glad to be back.
I am as well. I see we have LG in the room, and I know that Mar is in the other room watching. I'm hearing a little bit of an echo, so please let me know if it's coming through on YouTube. I would highly appreciate that. If not, great. So tell me, well, let's not. I was going to say, tell me about your week, but
It's been a long week, bro.
it has been for both of us. Yeah, but I'm so glad to hear all the personal BS is starting to iron itself out for you. Mar and I have both been very, very worried about you and Kelly, and have many times wanted to just reach out and say, hey, man, I love you, and I'm thinking about you.
I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate you guys. Absolutely. You know, life gets in the way, dude.
It does.
We soldier on. We get mad. We get even. Or sometimes we just
Excellent.
tuck our tail and just go and do what you got to do.
You're right, and it's like we often said, adulting sucks.
All the things that we used to get punished with as children are now things we crave. Going to bed early, not allowed to talk to your friends or play with your friends. You just have to be by yourself.
Yep.
All of these things, you're like, man, these were punishments. I really want
Yeah.
them.
Why can't I have that now?
Right.
Now. Real quick, I'm gonna got the new shirt. My wife said, hey, look, it's a Godzilla shirt. And I said, hey, I need that. And she said, need or want? And I said, in this case, one and the same.
Exactly.
Yes. So, no, it was on sale at our local Meijer for I think it was not $6 or something like that. Mark, if you wouldn't mind, put it in the chat. It's also got a really cool back panels, and it's all like cartoons and stuff. It's so
nice.
cool looking.
Oh.
Really love it. So, what movie we watched this week?
We
Chris?
watched Eli Roth's Thanksgiving.
Yes,
2023 slasher, holiday slasher. Heavy $10 shirt. Nice, dude. Good pickup.
Yeah, I like that. I love it a lot. So Eli Roth is not one of those directors that I normally like. I don't care for like the Hostel and that kind of what do they call it? Torture porn type, whatever.
Hyper gore, hyper violence,
Yeah, but this one, the kills in this were quite ingenious.
I love the fact that every one of them had to be gory in a weird way.
Uh-huh.
Some of the best kills in slasher movie history.
Yeah, there was the trampoline scene, right? When she was bouncing up and down and you see the knife come up, I literally went,
right. Because you step on it and you're like, oh, you're a dick.
You're a dick.
Yeah, some interesting kills. Very interesting. Roasting alive in the position of a turkey.
Yeah, which at first I was like, I could do without that, but when he served her up on the table like that, I was like,
chef's hats on her toes. Oh my god, yes.
All right, so my favorite, because you know me and how my mind works, is a little off, shall we say. But when he put her face in the water and then stuck her to the freezer door, in my head, I heard, stuck.
Where's Flip?
I'm telling you, I almost clipped that and put the other vocal over it
Right.
because I just that's what I heard in my head when she was trying to
Absolutely.
pull her face off and stuck,
Stuck. I'm
stuck.
stuck. Perfect. Yes, exactly. That was a good one. I love the lead up to Tim Dillon's character, Manny, the
Yes.
security guard that ran away. I love him where he's like, I'm a security guard. I kill people every day.
Yeah. Oh, and the way he was killed was another good. This had a lot of what I consider classic slasher kills,
Oh yeah.
right? This the kills in this felt like they came right out of the 80s. They were over the top, but they were over the top in a way that almost made you laugh about it or
Yeah.
laugh at yourself for getting grossed out about
Right. There's some gore there, but come on, like a dumpster cut a woman in half.
it. Yeah. And
It's just so
I
outrageous.
literally
It's great.
both times I watched this, right? The first time a long time ago, and then the first time for this show, when that I rewound it and said, "How did that happen?"
Oh, it's a metal lid. That's a metal lid.
It's a
That's gotta be.
heavy freaking metal lid.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
It's yeah, yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And
That
I
lid was
Eli
Ronnie
Roth.
James Dio.
Absolutely. I love that Eli Roth answers that question when a killer, takes somebody out. What happens to their pet? Well, the killer's nice enough. He feeds the cat before he leaves.
Yeah.
That was great. Just like,
Uh,
oh, there's the cat. Yeah. There you go.
yeah.
Bye-bye.
Here you go. There you go. So good. I mean, because let's face it, there are those of us that might go, "Oh, it's a cat. Screw it, whatever." Or the cat's going to eat, as we know.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But he's like, "No, let's just feed it."
Yeah. Cat's good. Well, a guy won't get eaten for at least a day or two.
Oh, I
Um,
did not the first time, I should say, I did not see the killer coming. I was shocked at who the killer
well
was.
done.
Um, this movie was made when?
23.
2023?
Hey, it took I think it was in production for years, but it released last year.
Right. Are we far enough in it that we can really spoil it, or should we not?
I mean, you guys knew we were going to cover this.
Yeah, this is true. If you're watching this or you're listening to this at some point in time, you know us well enough to know.
I don't know if
All I know
LG
is
went back
this.
and watched it, but I didn't tell her, so she knew we were doing this. Like she
Yeah,
had time.
yeah. So Mick McDreamy,
McDreamy, yeah.
McSteamy, whatever you want to call him. And
Yeah.
I was actually glad that he was the shock that he was, but I thought, this is not a character who or a character actor who would normally be the villain. So I was
Right.
actually glad that he was the guy.
It was what it makes sense in the end where he's like this Thanksgiving fanatic.
Yeah.
And it's all a revenge plot because he was with the manager's wife who is carrying his baby, and you're like,
Yeah.
what the holy, it is a Grey's Anatomy episode.
It sure was.
But nobody really went to the hospital. They were all right to the morgue.
It was a Grey's Anatomy episode if that was written by John Carpenter.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I'd stick with that. Yeah, I like the twist. I thought it was cool. The kills were, like I said, they were fun. They were a little over the top, but at the same time fun over the
Yep.
top.
Yep.
You felt that vibe of like paying homage to the, you know, um, you know, uh, going all the way
If
back
you
to Black
didn't think
Christmas.
the kills were over the top, then what are you going to do with the table saw scene?
I don't know, but neither did what's his name? What do I do, Jess? What do I do?
What do I do? What do I do?
I don't know, but once again,
Her
there's
guts
some
are coming out.
intestines
I
are
don't
coming
know.
out.
um,
It was bad too because she hits hands first to protect herself, but it takes her
yes.
fingers off, and you're like, "Oh, that was
Well,
dirty."
all right. So, personal story here. The
Mm.
reason that scene affected me the way it did the first time I saw it, and then a little bit about this time too, was my dad did a lot of woodwork. He made rocking horses and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a board with a knot that kicked his hand into that blade and it cut him right here,
Mm.
separated his hand. So when I saw her hand hit that, I went,
Instant cringe. Yeah. We used to hunt with a guy when I was a kid that took his finger off in a bandsaw. And
yeah.
it was so like going through shop in the late 80s. It was one of those like it could happen. Yeah.
I know what it feels like to get part of your finger taken off.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah, pretty close. I had my own little incident where I tried cutting my finger off apparently, and
It's because we're
some
men and men
stitches.
do
Yeah.
stupid shit.
Listen, if you would just let me clean it myself and give me the damn electrical tape, I would have been fine. Could have saved ourselves the stitches, all of that stuff.
Yep. All I needed was some electrical tape, some paper towels,
Right.
and
Maybe
some
more
super
paper
glue.
towels. Yeah. It's just
Because
if
you
it
don't use Band-Aids,
burns.
you put paper towels around it and then electric tape over the paper towel, and
Right.
that stops the bleeding, and you're
And
all
if the
good.
glue from the electrical tape gets in there and it's burns, it means it's cleaning stuff. It's killing bad
Exactly.
things. It's just how it is.
It sure is. Let's talk about the cast real quick. So we had Patrick Dempsey, as we just talked about. He was
Hmm.
awesome in this. I really thought he was trying his best to. Yes, we would have LG.
Yeah.
I thought he was doing his best to try to solve this case. So the fact that,
Yeah.
unfortunately, if you watch it knowing,
Yeah.
then you're
You
going to
get the
go,
hints. You'll get some
he could
subtle
not have
hints,
been
maybe.
here and done that too, right? But that's okay.
Right.
Um, uh, Gina,
Hmm.
who plays Amanda, she's the one who gets killed in. And man, that Black Friday scene was hard to
Listen,
watch
like this happened in real life, what in 2000, like 7 or 8, where
more than once.
yeah, a
Yeah.
security guard got trampled on a Black Friday sale. I worked in retail as a 16-year-old,
Yep.
back in the early 90s when like Power Rangers, when they were the big top thing, and watched the doors of a Kmart open and just this flood of people hit. This display took us like a day to make because we stood
Yep.
them all up, all in colors, and it took them 30 seconds to knock that thing onto the ground and start fighting over them. And it was
I
like, oh, I'm running.
I was working at a McAlpin's. And one of the things they did was like a midnight special.
Mhm.
So literally there'd be a manager with a microphone and he'd be like, in right now for the next so many blah blah, this is on sale in this
Right.
department. Well, as I was walking out of the back with a Z rack, I don't know if you know what that is, but they call it that because the base on the bottom is like a Z, and
Right.
it's what you roll the clothes out on. And the shirts I was carrying were on sale for the next 15 minutes.
Right.
I got hit in the chest,
Oof.
knocked off my feet, and when I finally realized what was going on, the only thing that was left was one hanger going
Right.
like this, and I just got up, grabbed it, and walked in the back.
Yeah.
Immediately went to my boss and said, "Fuck a whole lot of this. I'm
Nope.
out."
Yeah, no way. We
Yeah.
used to do the Black Friday sale. I went with LG a couple times, and when this old lady kept whacking the back of my heels with her cart, and I said something, and she was like, "Effing move." I'm like, "What the this is not a holiday thing. This is scary, and I'm out. Like, I didn't sign up for this. I wanna punch a lady."
She said,
You will move.
Right, and
"Yes,
she
ma'am."
wasn't wrong. I moved, so, like, yeah, but yeah, nope, I'm good. See ya.
No,
Didn't sign up for
Mar
this shit.
tells a story how she went once with Brandon,
Mhm.
our son who now lives in Salt Lake, and how he was running with a vacuum over his head, going, "Go to the checkout, go to the
Right.
checkout."
So this movie
So
wraps
funny.
that all of that up really well with their whole pushing. You see the people inside before them.
Yep.
You get the poor dude's bleeding out, and they're like, "Well, you don't need the free waffle maker."
No.
Like it's just it kind of really encapsulated the fact that that's what it is. And Black Friday was a thing, and it moved to Thanksgiving. Now
Yep.
retail's open on Thanksgiving instead
And
of
that's
being
what
home with
this whole
family.
thing started, right?
Yeah.
Because, um, our lead role as far as the store is concerned is Rick Hoffman. Now,
Mhm.
if you watched the TV show Suits, you would know Rick Hoffman as the asshole lawyer. And he was so good at making you not like him on Suits that I still don't like him in anything he's in.
Right.
He's that good.
Right. He's the guy making you work on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he's the guy. So, and then his daughter, who's Jessica Wright in the movie's name is Nell.
Uh,
I'm gonna screw it
Verloc.
up.
Verloc.
Uh,
Verloc.
Verlake, Verlake, whatever
Verloc.
her name is. She was great, and she's been good in everything I've seen her in.
Yeah.
You know,
We
so
definitely
there
had
was
some
a good,
people
strong cast.
following over from the Eli Roth movies, the Hostel movies. Rick Hoffman was in that. So there's that familiarity that he has with his actors, that he can bring on. They work well together. I think. I'm bringing in Lynn Griffin, who is literally from what started the slasher genre with Black Christmas.
Hmm.
So like you have the horror royalty in there. He really paid homage to that the feel of the slasher movie. That
He did,
who
and
done
a
it,
lot of the kills
anybody could be it.
reminded you of something you've seen before,
Mhm.
only magnified.
Right.
And so I have to. What'd you think of special effects?
Pretty good. I mean, you could tell
Yep.
what's CG'd in there. Absolutely. Like when he's feeding the cat and the body's still bleeding out of
Yeah.
like you could tell it's there, but it wasn't crazy over the top. It's just enough to keep
Yeah.
that gore fresh in your mind. This has probably got to be like one of the most well received Eli Roth movies, I think,
Yeah.
because it's just at that, like, getting as much gore as you can out of it without going completely tasteless.
Well, you can roast a female like a turkey and cut part of her thigh off to make her husband eat it, and the whole
Yeah,
time we're all going, "Yeah."
eat it, eat. Oh wait, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do this.
yeah,
Um, I really liked it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
it was
If I
fun.
was giving this a star rating as we do, one being a miserable dredge that made me angry,
Right.
and 10 being a perfect movie, aka The Thing. 5 hits all the marks. I'm literally looking at this and going, this is a 7.5 to 8 movie.
I'm with you,
I
man.
enjoyed it. I've seen it 3 times now, once before for entertainment and
Hmm.
twice for the show, and I could see myself watching it again next year at Thanksgiving time
Yeah.
and enjoying it just as much.
We took off last week, so I did watch it again. So I got that two view, and knowing what happened, it was kind of cool seeing like some little things. You catch like an eyebrow raise or
Mhm.
something where it's you yet now that you're in on the secret. Um, yeah, I'm with you. I would give this probably an 8. You know, that's not cranberry sauces. Because yeah, John Carver's fun, man.
I love it. That I 8 not
Not
cranberry
cranberry
sauces.
sauces.
All right, that's awesome. I give this 8 corn on the cob sticks.
Oh yeah, it skewers. You gotta get the smiley face on it, man. I love how
Uh-huh.
he lined that shot up too.
Oh, man, when he oh!
Ah, oh, you dick.
Dick, dick. And,
Yeah,
that's a lady I wouldn't want to mess with her. Her family looks like they were mean.
yeah.
Um,
Walk into like what could be Russian bodybuilder mob kind of guy and just be like, I don't care.
yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
You're done.
Um There were parts of the movie after the 3rd watch that you go, he couldn't have done that because he would there's no way for him to get
Yeah,
there."
like
But
they do kind of look past where the cops are all taping everything off and like, how did you get out away? But
yeah.
honestly, It's also a universe where you can erase security tape and nobody really gives a shit. So
Yeah, yeah,
um,
or you can keep it in your house and no one's gonna, know about it, you know?
right,
But I liked it.
it was fun.
I would really recommend it. Um,
It's fun.
where do you think this one's gonna go on our shit list, my
That's
friend?
a rough one. It ranks up there with, you know, it's not as funny as Tucker and Dale,
No.
but it's close to entertainment value to it for me
Mhm.
anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, outside the top 10, that's a given. Fun movie. Eli Roth. I'm a fan of Eli Roth. I like his movies. I like some of the hyper gore sometimes, just because it makes me feel uncomfortable, and that's part of horror for me
Yes.
anyway.
Yes.
So I'm a fan of him. This was probably one of his best movies because it opens it up past that, Eli Roth kind of thing, where it made the gore a little more fun, festive, if you would.
So what you're saying to me is that you do believe that this movie is going to be at least better than All Hallows Eve and Witch.
Better than All Hallows Eve and Witch,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right. So,
Absolutely. We're above
I
in fact,
think we're
move it above
safe to
Blood Red
say it's
Sky and
better
Viking
than
Wolf,
Viking
yeah.
Wolf.
Yes. Yeah.
All
It's
right. All right.
definitely at the 42 spot. Um, which funny enough, 41 sitting here, is Thanksgiving. It's better than Thanksgiving,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. I think it's better than Swamp Zombies, actually.
Yeah, yeah, we can keep going.
So okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Where it's gonna
Here's
be
where we
hard
get
for
into
me.
slasher country because Happy Birthday to Me is just it's an iconic movie if you're a
It
horror
is.
fan. It really is. So we get into
Here's
some
where
hard
I
times.
think it gets weird. This is just for me, right? It is we have zombievers in the wrong spot. You and I
Yeah,
both know that.
absolutely. Yeah, but rules are rules.
Um, it's not better than zombievers, but
No,
it's damn close.
I'd say it's close.
I'm
Um,
thinking right in this range is where I would put it,
that's good. Yeah,
but
you know
I'd
what? I
also
would.
put it above Sharknado. But that's
You
just a
know what?
thing.
Because of the holiday season creeping upon us and the fact that
Yes.
my children are coming home early,
Oh,
well, the one that's
congratulations.
one lives with us and one that's not. We're all going to be around early. LG is going to be decorating early, so why don't we let Sharknado take a win on this one?
Okay,
And I'd say right below Zombievers is good for me because
fair
it's
enough.
fun. Zombievers was definitely more fun.
Yeah, I will be honest with you. If we were going just on enjoyment factor alone, I like this better than I did the faculty. I don't have the member berries about it
Yeah,
that you do.
right, right.
But I'm happy with
It's a
Zombievers. I'd actually
solid
put it.
one.
I would actually, to be honest with you, Um, I would put it here. I would put it just above Silent Night, Deadly Night because Zombievers should be above Silent Night, Deadly Night. But if you want me to
I'd
keep
say
it here, I'm good there too.
we could put it in between. We could put it right in between, right under, because I think Silent Night, Deadly Night for me kind of gives a little bit when you go for holiday horror.
Yeah.
Um, Thanksgiving, slim pickings. I mean, there's some stuff out there. This Black Friday mixes into it. Speaking of, we'll go there.
Yes, we'll talk about that in a
Um,
moment.
but you got that Christmas stuff. Silent Night, Deadly Night is just another one of those big ones. Black Christmas, Silent Night, Deadly Night. These are
Yeah.
these
I won't say
crazy
Z
slasher
I won't
movies.
say Zombievers should be in top 10
Yeah,
LG,
whoa, calm
but
down
it
there.
but pretty damn close.
It's fun.
Top 15 probably, yeah.
If you're watching a bunch of horror and you need a palate cleanser, Zombievers.
Oh god, yeah. I
You're looking
was
for something at
actually
4 a.m. in the morning, you haven't slept all night, Zombievers. I mean, it just
I
works everywhere.
was actually talking about the love for Zombievers with a customer at work over the past week. I
Right?
was like, "Listen, if you like horror films and you want something that everyone can watch together and make fun of while drinking drinks
Yep.
or what other libations you like, Zombievers is the
Yeah.
ticket."
Yep. My youngest was they were doing like a watch party and they were like, "Hey, watch Zombievers because they were all like, horror. Well, watch this one because yeah, it's horror, but
But well,
but
I explained it to him. I said, imagine Jaws mixed with Night of the Living Dead, and the main protagonist is a hand puppet, and you have Zombievers.
right, it's true. And you've got toxic waste splashed upon their dam. I mean, what
Yes.
did you
What
think
else
was
can
going to
you ask
happen?
for? Locking it in?
Let's lock it in. Good
Locked it in.
Thanksgiving is a good Thanksgiving movie.
Yes. Yes. Um, it's I loved it. It's not the same type of Thanksgiving movie as Thanksgiving is because that's very goofy. It's meant to be watched with a
Aware of
group of
itself.
people. It's very aware of
Right.
itself. But yet, this one still kind of went wink, wink, nudge, nudge in the middle of the movie multiple times.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
was very happy about that.
Right. It was.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the killer's with you the whole time, telling you about how Thanksgiving is an institution, and
Yep.
meanwhile taking out all of these people in a way to celebrate Thanksgiving.
Which I thought was a great twist. I did.
Good
And
stuff.
yes, LG McDreamy is the killer. So I'm not ruining it for you, although you should have watched it when you
You
had the
should have. Yeah,
chance.
fell asleep. I don't know what to tell you. I just
You know
gotta
how we
stay
do
awake for the next
things.
one. Gotta stay
You
awake for
know
the next
how
one.
we do things.
Gotta watch them. Gotta view it, then you review it. It's like in our rules.
Yeah.
But
Because
yeah,
and what are we going to look
well,
at next week? I'm excited about this one.
we were talking about this, and we are going to do Black Friday 2021.
And who stars in that?
Well, a little known guy by the name of
Bruce
Bruce Campbell.
motherfucking Campbell.
Right. We got Ash. We got Ash for Thursday. This looks like a fun movie. Again,
It does. It
um,
really does.
playing off that Black Friday vibe. So I'm interested to see where this one goes. I haven't seen it yet. So
Yep.
basically, what do they say? A group of toy store employees must protect each other from a horde of parasite infected shoppers.
Yeah. It
Yes,
looks so fun.
it does look fun.
Anything with Bruce Campbell. I mean, he's fun to watch anyway. So that'll be
Yeah.
for next week. You can watch it on Paramount, was it?
Amazon Prime. Prime
Prime.
was free with ads. It comes through freebie, so you can
Yep.
watch it on Prime.
Yep, if you don't have Prime, you can watch it on Freevee, and please watch it, and then come and talk to us about it, and we will be glad to share our opinions with you as always.
Definitely,
Tina, I just so glad to see you tonight, and I agree with you. Bruce Campbell is a national treasure.
definitely
He is so
protect
fun.
that
He's
man.
just so fun.
Definitely.
The man
And
needs an Oscar.
LG, we have talked about it. That is a Christmas movie, and we're talking about
Yeah.
maybe doing a little Gary Busey nutness. Let's talk
We
about
might
buttered
do Gary
sausage,
Busey month.
right?
Who knows?
Let's talk about buttered sausage.
He always calls me that.
Funniest jokes ever.
Anyway, where can the people find us, Chris?
You can go to bio.link/graverev, and that'll give you that's a link to all of our links. You could go to our X, our Insta, our Facebook, our TikTok, our merch store, our
Hmm.
YouTube, as well as an email where you can reach out to us. Hit us up on all the social medias. Tell us what movies you like that are coming out that you're excited for. We got a couple new ones that are coming out. I'm excited for
Yeah, there's a
Christmas
bunch of stuff
Day.
out. Yeah.
We've got Nosferatu. We've got some good ones coming. So,
Yes, sir.
let us know what you think. I love hearing from you guys. We've gotten a couple emails and messages from guys that watch us, and we appreciate that. So reach out.
We really do.
We do. Check out our merch store. We got some cool stuff up there. I got to pick up some more t-shirts because I don't have enough. So
No.
that's where you go. Um, Also, just stop by if you're new here. If you wouldn't mind going down below and leave us a little comment, say anything. Even if you're not new here, leave us a little comment. Helps us with the
Yep.
algorithm getting out there. We're getting close, so close to the
Like
250.
4
Like
five subs away
this
from
much.
being able to
Share
give
with your
away
friends.
some merch.
Share with your friends. Pass it around. It'll be
Pass it
nice.
around. Yeah, just let them know that we're here.
It'll be nice. And until we see you next week with Black Friday, stay spooky, friends.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. We love you. We appreciate you so much. Um, Chris and I actually do see this as a way to connect with you and to reach out and touch you, not in that weird uncle kind of way.
Not like the patting on the head. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you're
And
cool.
so we appreciate you very much. Like we say, if wait a minute, hold a minute. I had to tell you this. BioLink Grave Rev. Just been posted in our chat.
It is. It's right down there. Check the
It
live
is
chat.
hoodie season, and we have some hoodies out there. So if you'd be interested in supporting, check it out. You may find something you like. That all being said, ladies and gentlemen, until we see each other again, may all your nightmares be groovy. See you next week, everybody.
See.
Appreciate you.